Colombo at about 10 o'clock in the morning with my wife in the front seat with the driver, and in the rear was a Rotarian, the Assistant Governor of the Rotary Movement of Sri Lanka, Reverend Dr. Bandagiri Somans. He's been helping me and he's a great educationalist. We left Colombo at about 10 o'clock and right the way through for about 1.5 hours we were talking about discipline in Sri Lanka and the world over, how discipline has deteriorated and what we can do. That was the topic. We had gone about 37 miles from Colombo when suddenly 3 children and 2 adults just scooted across the road. The driver was able to avert a major accident. But luckily I'm here to relate the story. From the point where the car stopped, 10 yards ahead, maybe around the point of the screen is, there was a clearly marked pedestrian crossing. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Rotarians, can you guess who was using that pedestrian crossing? No, it was a dog. And the dog was using the pedestrian crossing as it should be, in the center. And that, we were talking about discipline, that gave food for thought for us, myself and this reverend. We decided we want to do something about this. We thought we'd come up with a little booklet giving guidelines to children. But our adrenaline started flowing. We met the president very accidentally and he said, I want that book written in a better way. And it has been 18 hours a day from the 10th of December to the 24th of May. And the net result was we brought out a book called Food for the Developing Mind. This was launched in Sri Lanka on the 8th of July in presence of 1,800 people by the President of Sri Lanka. And last month, the President has ordered the government is going to print 600,000 copies of this book, and it's going to be made the Bible of school children. Not only in Sri Lanka, it's going to be the Bible in Japan as well, because this book is being translated to Japanese as well. At the moment, the book is available in English, Sinhalese language and Tamil, and Japanese by the end of this year. So that's the contribution that you have made as members of the Rotary Club of Grantham. I'm pleased that you have been indirectly or directly associated with this. The inspiration was given to me by every one of you. I thank you as well. Well, I got few copies of the Hampton Village, Sri Lanka. I think most of you have a copy, but if you do not have, there are a few copies to have it as well. Have we got some more time?
Yes, you have. Just
okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show a video. I'm taking any questions that you like.
Any questions?
Not yet.
I think you stunned them into silence. This is most unusual. Anybody want? Yes, a question.
Yes, thank you very much for that very interesting talk. I've been to Sri Lanka, but many years ago. I'm curious about the name Hampton Village. I'm a new member of this club, so I wasn't around whenever this project started. I'm curious about the name Hampton Village. What was the origin of that, please?
I came to Sri Lanka with a small suitcase and 42 pounds in my pocket on the 3rd of January 1959. England helped me to be a man. I graduated in chemistry, then went on to get 3 other degrees and did my PhD as well, and rose to the top of my management career. Out of that 51 years that I have lived, 38 years have been in a little village called Hampton, which was near Hampton Court Palace. And when the tsunami disaster took place, I decided that I want to build 10 houses, taking the initiative. But Dr. Vincent Cable, my MP, came into the house that day, and the press came in as well. And the press asked me, I understand you are trying to do something in Sri Lanka. And then the next question was, what are you trying to do in Sri Lanka? I don't know what made me say, I said, I'm trying to build a Hampton Village in Sri Lanka. That was how it started.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Trevor, would you like to give
Yes,
a
thank you,
formal
Mr.
vote of thanks?
Thank you, Mr. President. Upali, Cherry, it's always a great pleasure for us to welcome you here, please, sir. And it's been especially so today. Some people lead lives and achieve very little. Others, I'm one of those, others lead lives and have an immense amount of quality. You are one of those. Courtney at the beginning always gives us a history lesson. And some people leave their mark. The South African cricketer who scored, I think, a century in 35 balls, 43 minutes. Nothing is said of the girl that was bowling to him. also, today he mentioned is the Battle of Agincourt, which was Crispin's Day, and they will roll up their sleeves and say, these wounds I got on Crispin's Day, so they could have bragging rights when in their latter life. Well, you've no need to roll up any sleeves. The testimony to the life that you have led, you mentioned service to humanity, is absolutely immense. Yeah. We are all in awe of you. We are the foot soldiers. You've been the Henry V. And the things that you've actually, the thing that you've achieved. I was talking to Upali earlier, and he'd not done anything like this book before. It's absolutely magnificent. The things that you have achieved will always be a monument to the fine man that you are. But not only the bricks and mortar of the Hampton Village, which is obviously very beautiful, and we shall see that shortly, but the tremendous amount of good that you have given to people, countless people that we don't know. For example, the young man that you mentioned earlier. We are very pleased to have you as a friend and honoured to have you as an honorary member. Thank you for visiting us today.
Mr. President, may I please say one word as a fellow member of the Rotary Club now? This is something that I like to take the initiative with Neville and Erwin and every one of you. The Sri Lankan cricketers are here next year, and they'll be playing a test match which is about 50 miles away from here. It'll be in the month of June, first week in June, and I think it'll be nice if you could help me to get them through the Grantham, because I can speak to them if by any chance, Mr. President, if you tell me the nod, organize, if there is a venue to organize, when I get to Sri Lanka in December, I can speak to the cricketers and the president and make that happen. It should be something good for us.
Even better if they played us at cricket.
Very unlikely.
Played somebody at cricket in Grantham.
Yes, that's not a good idea.
It'll be evening dinner, and the funds could be utilized for something that you like to do for the Rotary move. I'll leave it to you.